What's going on, everybody? This is your WOF Outlook and discussion for Monday, August 1st, 2023. And before we get into today's video, I hope everyone is doing well, remaining positive, and as always, staying blessed. All right, you guys, taking a look at the tropical Atlantic this morning. We have now entered the month of August as we are now starting to enter the heart of the hurricane season, especially here in a few more weeks. So as of right now, you guys, it's still dry out here across the Atlantic. Not much favorable conditions for development to be going on as we head here into the first day of August. As you can see here, do have a few showers here along the intertropical convergence zone and a big old tropical wave about to exit off of Africa. But as of right now, we are not expecting any development here within the next 7 days. So if you guys haven't done so already, consider subscribing here at your Weather on the Fly so you can stay up to date and weather aware as the Storm Prediction Center and the National Hurricane Center come out with their advisories and updates. I have them posted here right here for you guys here at your Weather on the Fly so everyone, you and the YouTube nation can stay up to date and weather aware. All right, you guys, taking a look here at Invest 96L, still has a chance to go ahead and become a tropical system here within the next few days before conditions become unfavorable and it actually moves on up into a frontal zone, you guys. But as you can see here, here's the low pressure center across basically within all this dry air here, you guys. You can see all the thunderstorms are off towards the east of the center. And as we look at the forecast models, you can see here the system should continue to move on up towards the northwest, the northwest, and then starts to turn on out towards the northeast. As you guys could clearly see, what's going to take this system out as, let me get my paintbrush, you guys. As you guys could clearly see, the trough that we have here along the eastern seaboard of the United States, and nothing, that trough is protecting the United States, and nothing tropical could make it here coming across with this deep trough in the Bermuda, the Atlantic Ridge, the Bermuda High has been positioned very far to the east this year so far, you guys. So that's what's been causing the alleyway. All right, let me see some of you guys finish with paintbrush. That's what's been causing the alleyway for these storms to come up and then turn up out in the Atlantic, these disturbances. Does that change as we head on into later on into August? You guys, I hope it does not, because if it does and we starts to get more ridging in place, these storms are going to have more of a chance to head more towards the west to west northwest and affect the United States if the Atlantic Ridge does become even stronger, you guys. And I want to also take one more look at Invest 96L, you guys. I'm going to put on I'm gonna put on the visible satellite imagery, the dayland convection, you guys, and we're gonna take a look at it real quick as it loads here. Have some fun, you guys, looking at these systems because they are very beautiful when they're out in the middle of nowhere, not affecting land, you guys. And as you can clearly see, I'm gonna take the models off and the invest symbol, and you can clearly see it's still disorganized. The center, if there is a center, the center is about right here, you guys. But as I said, most of the convection is displaced off to the east of the center. So it's not in no hurry to become anything significant, but we'll continue to watch it as it heads on up and out. Here's our system that was off of the North Carolina coast that had a chance to develop into a tropical system real quick. Those chances have diminished as that system is now attached to a frontal boundary. And as you can see, this system is well entrenched within the southwest flow into the upper level westerlies here, you guys, and is moving on out. So no development is expected with that system. Nothing else is going on across the southwestern Atlantic, you guys. Look at the Caribbean still sheared. If we go going back to the water vapor imagery, you guys, you can clearly see the Caribbean still has that shear coming on. So no type of development is expected across the Caribbean. And the Gulf of Mexico is shut down for business as well, you guys. Look at the flow. The flow does not indicative anything of no type of tropical development with this northerly flow coming down here, north to north easterly flow. So you guys don't expect any type of development anytime soon across the Gulf of Mexico. And as we come on and take a look here at the Eastern Pacific is finally produced Tropical Storm Dora here, you guys. And I will be having that new advisory posted out here at your weather on the fly in about 1 more hour when the National Hurricane Center puts out their update. But as we take a look at Dora currently, you guys, let's go to Dora, filter to her. As we take a look at the National Hurricane Center's forecast track, you can see Dora is expected to continue off towards the west, then dip towards the southwest some here, you guys, before continuing on back off towards the west. And as you can see here, the National Hurricane Center now expects Dora to probably reach Category 3, a major hurricane. So we will see just how beautiful Dora becomes out here in the Eastern Pacific as it continues to move on towards the west without affecting any land, which is what we love. You guys, we do have a 40% chance of another area of low pressure developing here across the Eastern Pacific within the next 7 days, and that could definitely go on and become their next named storm. I have to look up to see what their next named storm is besides Dora, you guys, so I will have that in a future update. And we're going to also take a quick look at Dora's visible satellite imagery, you guys. As she is just starting to wake up this morning, let's take the image, the tropical storm icon off. As you guys can see, Dora, look at Dora, you guys. Look at her. Just starting out, just a little baby, you guys. But we're going to see just how much of a formidable system she becomes as she heads out into the Eastern Pacific, you guys. Now, I know I'm going back and forth between water vapor and visible, but I love to look at the water vapor for the upper levels, and I love to look at the visible for the beauty of the systems, you guys. Now, as we head on towards the lower 48, which is where we have the severe weather that just keeps on giving, the season that just keeps on giving here, you guys. As I take the temperatures off, well, before I take the temperatures off, you can see, you guys, we do have the trough here across the eastern United States, the cold front, which has been some pleasant weather here. This is some pleasant weather. I mean, as far as dry air and the humidity, this is very wonderful if you are in this. And let me post up our fronts as you can see here. Let me get the paintbrush on one more time, you guys. We have our ridge centered about right up in here, you guys, the ridge of high pressure, which is causing the heat wave to bake Texas in the southwest, in the desert southwest, you guys. And we have our trough here across the eastern United States, which is protecting the United States from any kind of tropical or severe weather threats. You guys don't talk about my arrows. I know they look a mess. They always looked a mess since I was younger drawing them. So we're going to keep going with this. But as you guys can see, here's the setup and flow. And look at the temperatures already here across parts of New Orleans. We are already here at 91 degrees, and it is just 9:30 in the morning. So I already know we're going to be baking, you guys. Even let's see, look at the temperatures up here near Shreveport, 86, Dallas, 90 already, and it's not even 10 o'clock, you guys. And it is already this hot. So you already know what kind of day you're going to have up across Texas in the west here. We do have some showers and some severe thunderstorms that's going to be up across parts of the northern plains, and this heavy rain across Missouri, you guys. So as we take what's going on off the surface, let me get my paintbrush off, you guys. Remember, you got to be very precise with this paintbrush or it will be all over the place, you guys. So as I pause this and we take the surface plots off and get to the convective outlook to see just where these severe storms are going to be at for today, you guys. All right, take the water vapor imagery off. All right, you guys, and as you can see, the Storm Prediction Center, one more thing. All right, there we go. Take the heavy rainfall off. All right, you guys, you can see the Storm Prediction Center does have a slight risk of severe weather up here across parts of North Dakota, extending on into parts of northwest Minnesota, and yet again another area of a slight risk for parts of northeastern Colorado into Nebraska and northwest Kansas. Here across parts of the southeast coastal waters here of Florida, Georgia, South and North Carolina do have a marginal risk for some severe weather. We check the probabilities as of right now, less than a 2% chance of a tornado spinning up, but we will always be on the lookout for them as it's never 0%. We have a 15% chance up here across North Dakota and Minnesota for that hail pushing 1 to 1.5 inch in diameter. And we have a 5% chance for that hail pushing 1 to 1.5 inch in diameter from Denver on over towards Omaha on down into Kansas City, and even extending as far as south as southeast Missouri here, you guys. Wind probability, a 15% chance of that winds pushing 50 to 60, gusting as high as 70 up here across parts of the northern US, and even here around the Denver area, and a 5% chance of those strong winds here across the coastal southeast United States, and even here across parts of Missouri for those winds pushing 50 to 60, gusting as high as 70, you guys. No significant tornadoes. That is good news. No significant hail and no significant wind. So that is all great news, you guys. Now, as we take a look at the HRRR to see just how these storms are going to continue to materialize and play out throughout the next 48 hours or 2 days. We always start here at 12 p.m. Central Daylight Time here at your Weather on the Fly. As I get this to come up, let's see. All right. All right, you guys, here we go. As we start at about 12 o'clock, you can see we might have a cluster of showers here across northern Minnesota, probably some showers here around southeast Missouri, northeast Arkansas, and that's about it for right now. But daytime heating as it comes along, may start to see some showers up around the Miami area. As we head on towards 4 or 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time, let's see how these storms start to materialize. You can see here across the southwest in the Rocky Mountains, showers and thunderstorms starting to develop here. Look at the showers and thunderstorms starting to increase in intensity here up across the Dakotas, primarily North Dakota here, you guys, where that hail and damaging winds will be a possibility here as we head towards late afternoon into the evening. And we also have our showers and thunderstorms starting to develop here across parts of coastal Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. We head to about 9, 10 o'clock in the evening. See how these storms are doing, you guys? All right, look at just to the east of the Denver area here across northeast Colorado. Heavy showers and thunderstorms, maybe even some flash flooding could be ongoing with this cluster of storms around 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Look here up across North Dakota here around the central parts of the state. Look at that heavy cluster of showers and thunderstorms extending on into parts of Minnesota. Damaging winds and hail will be a possibility as we head into the overnight there. Even here up across parts of northern Missouri, extending on into southeast Iowa, could see some showers and rumbles of thunder here as we head into your nighttime hours here. As we head on to convective outlook day 2, which would be for you guys Tuesday, you can see the Storm Prediction Center just have a marginal risk up here for parts of the upper Michigan area, in the Great Lakes area, you guys, Wisconsin, and parts of northeast Minnesota. And as you can see, we have some heavy rain possibly here from along the Mississippi River, the Missouri, Illinois border on down towards Kentucky here, Tennessee, the Boot Hill of Missouri. This could be some heavy showers ongoing, some heavy rain as you wake up for your Tuesday morning. So definitely we'll be on the lookout for some flash flooding. Now, as we check to see just what these storms going to be up to under this marginal risk for tomorrow, no tornadoes, but we're always going to be on the lookout for them. A 5% chance of that hail pushing 1 to 1.5 inch in diameter here up across parts of northern Wisconsin, getting on into northeast Minnesota. Wind probability, we do have a 5% chance as well up here for those winds pushing 50 to 60, gusting as high as 70. And I'm sure there's no significant tornado, hail, or wind when it comes to a marginal risk, so we're not going to go through those categories. And as we continue to HRRR out, you guys, to about 12 o'clock, this will be for your noon hour on Tuesday. And you can see here heavy showers potentially still ongoing here across southern Illinois into parts of Missouri, on down into Tennessee, maybe even northern Mississippi here, you guys. Showers starting to break out across Nevada, Idaho, Wyoming, extending on into parts of northern Colorado. Look here up across just north of Minneapolis, extending on into northern Wisconsin. Some showers and thunderstorms could be developing. Hail and damaging winds will be a possibility with these storms as we head through the afternoon hours. We go to 5, 6 o'clock, heading into the evening. All right, look at the wetness that's going on across the southwestern United States, you guys, and western U.S., Rocky Mountains. We'll have some showers. We'll be on the lookout for some isolated instances of flash flooding with some of this heavy rain. Even here across parts of north central Missouri, getting on into western Illinois, could have some showers for your Tuesday evening. Even some showers and thunderstorms could be across southern Louisiana, southern and southeast Louisiana, the New Orleans area. Even here across parts of southern Mississippi could have some showers and thunderstorms for your Tuesday evening. Even here around the Atlanta area, getting on down towards the southern Florida Peninsula, the Miami area, could have those showers and thunderstorms as we head through your Tuesday afternoon. As we head through the overnight hours into convective outlook day 3, which as far as the HRRR takes us out, and you can see we just have a marginal risk here for yet again the Denver area, northeast Colorado, Nebraska, eastern Wyoming, parts of southwest South Dakota, and northwest Kansas here, you guys. We'll be on the lookout for a marginal risk of severe weather, and that will be for your Wednesday, you guys. I mean, not your Wednesday, Thursday, you guys. Sorry about that. I'm forgetting the dates already. Thursday, August 3rd. But as we go into your Thursday morning, look here at this cluster of showers and thunderstorms across southern Illinois, west central Kentucky, on down into parts of west central Tennessee here, you guys, and even some heavy rain for eastern Georgia up into South and North Carolina here for your Thursday morning. So we will definitely be on the lookout to see how that materializes throughout the next few days. Now, as we take the convective outlook off and take the HRRR off, you guys, we finish off with the excessive rainfall outlook. Let's see how these flooding downpours are going to be going on. And as you can see for today, we do have a slight risk here across most of Missouri here for some heavy rain. And even yet again around the Denver area, eastern Colorado, the Front Range, getting on into parts of Nebraska and extreme northwest Kansas. We'll be on the lookout for some of that flash flooding as we head later on into today. We head on into you guys Wednesday, and we have a moderate risk here, you guys. Remember when I was showing you those storms there across the Missouri Illinois border there for your Wednesday morning, you guys? So that's definitely going to possibly create a problem here for flash flooding. So definitely we'll be on the lookout. Even a slight risk here across parts of Idaho, Wyoming, getting into parts of northern Utah, and yet again around the Denver area could have some flooding for your guys Wednesday. As we head on into Thursday, we have a slight risk here across parts of Kentucky and Tennessee for some flash flooding, and yet again up here across parts of southeast Montana, west central South Dakota, and northeast Wyoming. We do have a slight risk for your Thursday for some flash flooding, you guys. So that's going to be it for this one. If you guys haven't done so already, be sure to share, like, and subscribe so everyone can stay up to date and weather aware. As the Storm Prediction Center, National Hurricane Center comes out with their updates, I have them posted here right here for you guys to at your weather on the fly in a nice graphical animational form so you all can stay up to date and weather aware. Everyone be safe, be careful in this severe weather and flooding rains, and I will talk to you all in the next one.